Hi, I'm Lee Partridge and welcome back to Col U TV for a midweek show as we take a look back at the last couple of games. Last night's 0-0 draw against Crawley, and that followed on from a fantastic win away at Salford. Let's start by taking a look at the highlights from the Salford game, followed by the thoughts of Luke Chambers.
Luke, that was a magnificent rearguard action.
Yeah, tremendous performance from start to finish. As a team, I thought we had most of the ball for the day and most of the job. No, I'm joking. Yeah, it was tough.
I did wonder,
second half.
not what game you were watching, but what game you were playing.
Yeah, it was definitely. I think it was an even game first half. Lots of chances for both sides. We probably edged it in terms of chances first half, but we always knew there was going to be a reaction. When you come to somewhere like this at this stage of the season and they're chasing positions in the league and playoffs and stuff, and at the end of the day it was, like you say, one of them backs to the wall. Once we got a lead, we always knew it would be a little bit edgy for them, but credit to them, they're a really, really good side. I think that's one of the toughest halves of football we've had all season, but credit to the boys. Smudger's made his saves, Chillies took one off the line, the boys have defended every single player, even the boys coming on. It's a real squad performance today. Obviously loads to improve on for us. We're not getting carried away by any stretch of the imagination, but at the end of the day it reads 1-0 and we go home with a smile. It
reads 1-0 because Noah Chilvers got you something to hold on to. How important was that in the greater scheme of things?
Yeah, absolutely, and to be fair to us, we've had a fairly decent run of results in terms of not winning games, but being unbeaten and being tough to beat. I think we've struggled probably to score first recently, but like you say, I think we're a very solid team now that if we do go 1-0 up, we'll be a very difficult opposition for anyone.
It was a sign of things to come just before half-time when Callum Hendry gets away and it's a one-on-one with your young keeper Tom Smith and he makes the save.
Yeah, and credit to him. Obviously the goalies we've had all season, Kieran and Sam, they've all had their opportunities and chances, and Tom's got in the team because Kieran's hurt his back. We win 4-0 and he plays again today and he's been fantastic. Everything he had to do today he did with absolutely, he's nailed it on. He won't be too pleased with some of his kicking. I'm sure he'll be alright with me saying that, but some of the saves he's made have kept us in the game and won us the game at the end of the day.
Did you know the storm was coming second half?
Yeah, absolutely, and I think they're a little bit nervy, I think, from their point of view first half, especially when we go 1-0 up. But yeah, we knew it was coming. We were here last year, we managed to win 3-0, but even the second half we had there, that was a very tough afternoon as well, and they changed the way they played. They obviously used Big Matt Smith a lot more, and he's very, very difficult to defend, and the more space you give them in the middle third, they'll take the ball forward, then they'll deliver balls into the box, and then they play with lots of numbers running forwards. Ultimately, they're the games you absolutely thrive on and enjoy, and they really, really feel good at the end of the day, really.
I want to talk about you in a moment, but before that, some praise for your fellow central defenders.
Yeah, I think they've been really, really good since heads, blocks, yeah, exactly that. Everything they've been asked to do since they've joined the club has been brilliant, and they've credit to have. I think as a back three, I think we're up there with the best, especially in the form and goals conceded. I think you're not going to really get too many chances against us. Obviously today they have had a lot with bombardment we received, but we stand up to a man. The Connor and Kells have been very, very good, and they should be very proud of themselves. And
you too, because late on, Callum Hendry, another chance. I think he scores. You disagree?
Yeah, it's one of them.
Great block.
That's what we live for as a centre half, and me to this day, 20 years in, I still absolutely love it. I love the challenge. I love playing against the so-called top informed strikers. I'm thriving off it. By any stretch of the imagination, I don't feel that I'm finished. So yeah, those moments are what I train for. It's like a goal for me. So yeah, the boys are obviously delighted in the end that I've managed to pull that block off. But it's not just about me; it's about the whole team, and everyone, when they've been required, has stepped up to the plate.
This is about you being captain.
Yeah, and that's a role I've just taken on when I'm needed. I try and guide all the young boys, even the experienced boys. Sometimes we all need a chat. We all need to handle ourselves the right way on the pitch, and if there's frustrations or emotions, we need to immediately get back to the focus on the game, because arms and everything flying about can easily give the team the impetus they need to win games. So I feel we're getting better of that as a team. But yeah, my role is just to keep the boys going and keep trying to get those wins that we need.
Crawley, Tuesday, you are near the finishing line now.
Yeah, which is.
I don't mean the end of the season.
Yeah, no,
I mean mission.
Yeah, exactly that. You just have to look at the position we were in 2 games ago, and regardless of what's happened the whole season, you look at that as a group of players and a group of men. They've got really big character, and we've come back from a lot of games all season when we could have easily gone the other way. We've won 2 games in a row against 2 really good sides, drawing against one of the teams in the top 3 or 4 of the league all season. We're not too far away.
So a great win at Salford there. And then we followed that up with another good point last night away to Crawley. That's 7 unbeaten, 2 goals, I think, conceded in the last 6 games. Let's take a look at the highlights from last night's encounter at Crawley.
A massive win against Tranmere on Saturday helped Crawley to move out of the League 2 relegation zone. Then Ghana's Colchester were surprise winners at Salford 3 days ago. A 6-match unbeaten run has helped to move them 6 points clear of the drop. A trip to the side immediately below them, Hartlepool this coming weekend. Ball is launched into the box. Oh, and it's missed by everyone, and it's off the line. Leon Conroy there in the right place to clear. Adai, the goalkeeper, confidently gathers at the second time of asking. They conceded a really sloppy goal early on against Tranmere on Saturday, and that was almost another calamity at the back. Adai launches it long. Wonderfully by Ote. Colchester Loney. It's a great run across from him as well. Downward header just wide. Half-hearted appeals for a corner. Ote in a real bright spot for Crawley of late. Scored the equaliser against Tranmere on Saturday. Well, to shield off a couple of challenges. The ball's played forward, tries to spot the run of John Akinde. With a delicate cross in. Crawley put it behind for a corner. And an unhappy spell with Crawley Town in the days under Steve Evans. John Akinde against one of his former clubs tonight. Adai just let it run under his feet and saved the penalty against Tranmere late on. Ball from Ote's cut-out, retrieved there by Travis Johnson. And now there's space opening up for James Tilley. No one closing down either. And it's Ote on the edge of the box. Oh, and it's off the outside of the post. It's the closest either side has come so far this evening to scoring. Notate 13 games for Colchester in 2021. It was almost an unlucky number. It's a return against them. Charged down by Ashley Madison. Good turn of pace as well. Decent looking cross. And Telford knows he should have done better. Pause for the delivery. Crawley's captain can't deliver himself. With 5 points behind them in the table, Crawley Town, if they can win tonight, both very much still in the battle, but it will close that gap. In midfield, and Anthony Grant's going away with it. Strength from McKinday. Forced a little wide, 36. Bruno's played towards the far post this time. Keeper stays on his line, and it's onto the roof of the net. Big opportunity for Luke Chambers. 37-year-old, he scored in 15 months. Crossbar this time. Ote can't quite reach that one. Nicely threaded through. Cerula. This is cleared to the edge of the box. Picked up again by Cerula though. This time he does go for goal. A slight deflection. Comfortable save for Tom Smith in the end though. Plenty of chances but no goals so far. Colchester having conceded in the previous 2 matches and coincided with a decent run of form as well, and Adai is forced into a save. The keeper had to adjust his position there. Simpson Tobiday came on at half-time. Freddie Sears almost finds a way through. In swinging towards the near post, decent header away to the edge of the box. Is a stay and play, even though it looked like an evident goal there. Noah Chilvis. Oh, wonderful footwork as well to get to the byline. Ball is flicked in as well. Oh, and it's through the fingers of Adai then. That's off the goalkeeper, but more than the quality to get that delivery in the first place in a game that has still seen no goals so far. The longer this goes on, whether both sides will settle this scoreline with Hartlepool losing. And Rochdale could actually be relegated tonight if results go against them. Amadeu fed at the crucial moments and Crawley get the ball clear. Well, if Crawley are to stay up, then their home form has been absolutely pivotal. 32 points from their 41 this season come on home soil. It's Colchester at the moment. Asking more of the questions though. Tobiday loses the ball. Does well to win it back and win a free kick as well. Telford absolutely furious. Delivery flicked on. They can't get there. Hook back across though. The goalkeeper's hesitant again. And the overhead kick, in the end, is gathered as there are heels behind the goal for a handball. Launched downfield and a decent kick as well. So he can't get there. The overlap. Forward. Johnson. Good footwork and a good cross as well. Much more confidently gathers the goalkeeper on loan from Arsenal. Not going to jinx it, but he's yet to concede. It's his third appearance for Colchester now. Ball played in over the top of everybody. This time Colchester's players appealing more than the supporters behind the goal for a penalty there. Was there a push as the ball came in here? It's a busy crowd of players. The referee says no. Over the shoulder, and it's a good run as well. Calling for the ball is Tovade. He goes alone instead though. Colchester win a corner. Ball is played in towards the far post and it's flicked away. Again a player goes down, again the referee says play on. I was scrambling, but in the end the effort from Noah Chilvis goes wide of the post. Scored the only goal at Salford at the weekend. One of 3 Colchester players named in the League 2 Team of the Week. Brings an end to proceedings. The result moves Crawley 3 points clear of Hartlepool, the team they face on Saturday. Colchester are now 7 points clear of the drop. 3 games left to play, but as tensions mount at the foot of the table, tempers boil over as the full-time whistle has blown too. Coming together between both sets of players, which is goalless though on the pitch.
That's 7 unbeaten, 3 clean sheets on the spin, and a massive shout out to the 455 travelling fans that made their way to Crawley last night. Ben Garner was pleased with the point last night. He said it was a tough first 45, but a much improved performance in the second. Here's his views on the action.
First of all, I thought it was a great game of football tonight. 2 sides really going for it.
Yeah, I was disappointed with us first half, I'll be honest. I thought we were, for the first time since I've come in, we were off it. We were off it in terms of our energy and our mentality. I just had a quick look at the stats. We had 3 shots first half, 17 second half. You know, we weren't good enough first half, but fair play to the players. Great response second half. That's much more like us, and we should have won the game in the second half.
Yeah, having said that, looking at my notes, I think the 36th minute was the last shot they had on goal, which was straight at Tom Smith. And as you say, second half, there was one shot from Samson Tavida, which the keeper saved really well, but just bits and pieces in the box where it just wouldn't fall for that one clear-cut opportunity.
Yeah.
Noah Chilvis with the net as well.
Yeah, we had some good chances, some good opportunities, and there's a few that have come back across the face of goal, and you're just waiting for it to be touched in, and we couldn't get that touch. Look, for me, I know I'm a long way away. It looked like a clear handball. When Samson sort of tried to hook it back in, lad's hand was above his head. So disappointed not to get that, but as I say, second half good, great response, and disappointing not to take all 3 in the end.
I mean, it's 2 sides who were clearly going for it, knew exactly how important this game was this evening. But while you were going for it, you limited them to so very, very little. You look so assured, 3 consecutive clean sheets.
Yeah, no, that's really pleasing. We were just saying now, I don't know if, probably one for you lads to look up. I don't know if a goalkeeper's ever had 3 clean sheets on the first 3 games of his career, but that's great. Like I say, from half hour onwards, Tom's a spectator really. He's not had much to do. We were just, like I say, it was just a mentality thing. First half, we were a little bit back foot. We were a little bit safe, and that's not us. We played with more energy in the second half. We got up to the ball more. We were front foot. We had more purpose to our possession. We had more purpose to our play, and that was a big difference in that second half.
The changes you made this evening, I looked through the team and said, Will Greenwich is in, is Connor Wood injured, but on the bench nights, how you finished at the weekend, was that always in your mind?
Look, to be fair, it was just picking what we thought was the right team for the game. So I thought Samson coming on would give us fresh legs and impetus, and he certainly did that. I thought with John and Freddie we could be clever first half and get opportunities to sort of slide down the side of them, and we did 2 or 3 times. That's some really good movement between the two of them. And then Samson's second half was such a handful when he then comes on, and his energy at the front end of the pitch, he gave the whole team a lift, and I think everyone behind that then followed. And as I say, we got on the front foot. It was much more us. It was much more our identity over these last few weeks, and we need to make sure we're doing that every minute of every game.
I mean, we can pick out everybody. I mean, Noah Chill was really driving him forward. Almost came up with a spectacular again. But on Samson Tavide, I mean, he's a real impact and a real handful. And suddenly, they looked a bit dazed at times dealing with him.
Yeah, I think we put them on the back foot second half, and we took the game to them. And so we were just a little bit safe first half, and
you say safe? Do you think that was because at the back of the mind you're thinking the point's actually not bad here, or not?
Yeah, maybe. I think the point in the end was probably good for both teams, because Hartlepool have lost. Crawley obviously go to Hartlepool Saturday, and that's a massive game for them. For us, it's moved us a point further away. So I think the important thing was not to come here and lose, and that wasn't the message. But sometimes subconsciously that can be in your head, but we certainly addressed that at half time, and I say we should win the game on the second half. We've had great opportunities, we had all the pressure, nothing on our goal second half at all, and we're disappointed not to take all 3 points in the end.
And you seem to get through the pitch a lot better than maybe having recent games with playing the way that you want to play. Did the surface help tonight, and obviously the work you've done with the players?
Yeah, I thought second half we were better. It was a bit soft out there. It wasn't easy to move the ball on, but we certainly did it better second half. We played with more energy, more purpose. There was more precision to our play, a bit more cutting in the final third, and I think we were unlucky on some of our set pieces as well. We had some good opportunities off set pieces, and either didn't quite drop or it just got a deflection, and 3 or 4 just dropped in the goalkeeper's hands. So for the amount we had, I mean, got 7 or 8 corners there tonight. I'm disappointed we haven't scored off one of those.
Obviously it all bodes fantastically well for what you want to do in the summer and what you want to do next season, but you just want to put the stamp on it, don't you, on Saturday, and just get it done.
Yeah, we want to get over the line as quick as we can mathematically, and so we want to finish the season strong. We're building into next season. We've a real solid base now in terms of an unbeaten run. We're doing really well in terms of our defensive work and clean sheets. First half, we weren't good enough in an attacking sense. We didn't create enough. But second half, we were. There's a high number of opportunities and shots and set pieces, and as I say, we should have scored, and we should come away here with 3 points. But it's another game unbeaten. It's another point on the board. We take that. We roll into Saturday now against Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, they hit the post quite early on, but we had a good angle. It was the outside of the post, and so Luke Chambers with Luke one on the bar as well. So just finally, the information you gave them at half time was, look, was it take the handbrake off? Was it, come on, this isn't us?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a raised voice, to be fair. It was first time I've been disappointed in terms of our energy, and that's not the lads at all. They're a fantastic group, and we addressed that. 1 or 2 things tactically, but very minor. It was more a mentality shift and us getting back to what we're good at, and massive credit to the players. There was a great response, and we certainly did that.
Let's hope we can keep that unbeaten run going this weekend as Sutton United come here to the JobServe Community Stadium on Saturday afternoon. A win would guarantee us safety in the EFL regardless of the outcome of the Hartlepool-Crawley game. Tickets are available for the Sutton game on Col U Tickets, and get yours today to benefit from the advance price. As we come into the end of the season, you may have seen that we've started the yearly awards. We've got official player, young player, and goal of the season all up for grabs. You can vote for those if you go to the website. There's a link on the homepage. Follow the link and you can cast your vote there. Let's take a look at the contenders for the goal of the season. Some great strikes there from over the season. 10 of the best for you to choose from. So head to the website for voting on that one. The link is on the homepage, and you can follow that to vote for your goal of the season, official player and young player. Almost at the end of the show now, but before we go, we'll leave you with what's coming up. We have Sutton here on Saturday afternoon. Tickets for that are available online. The under-21s are also here on Monday night, taking on Burnley in the Professional Development League. Season ticket holders can get into that one for free. And the under-18s are on the road on Saturday at Birmingham. We'll have updates on that after the weekend. So that's about it from us here on the show. We'll have more for you on the pre-match show on Saturday ahead of the Sutton game. But until then, have a great week. It's goodbye for now.